Have you seen this screen?
Yeah, features we have.
The same thing that what we discussed yesterday. Okay? Okay. So we have seen the web users, reference users, and full users. And we have seen the process, how it works. Now the notification concept. You both are there, somehow your voice is little different today.
Yes, we are here.
But voice, my voice itself is, it's echoing like anything.
No, we are good.
Okay.
Ashok is also there, I think.
Sorry?
Ashok, are you there?
Yeah, because some of the voice seems to be very different. Are you in the same system that you have been, or in a different system?
No, same system.
Okay. Any questions so far?
I think now. Good.
Okay. So the notification concept. When you have any communication real time, then you'll also have the notifications that will happen between your SAP system and the customer, and some of them we will see that. Customers who use SAP Builder Direct to display their account and invoice information can be automatically informed about changes to their account using different methods of communication. These changes can be triggered by new invoice or credit memos. So it is the same thing that we talked yesterday. That is, when a new bill is created, a new account statement is created, in general, on periodical basis, an email goes to the customer. Customer is a web user. A good example is that your monthly account statement that comes from either a bank or can be from a customer, from your service provider. Okay, that is, or that's an example I'm giving it. But if you have a regular business with any of the supplier, then you will get periodical account statements, credit memos if you have anything. The method of communication supported here include SMS messages for mobile telephones and emails. The customer receives an email with the general information about the invoice, and that can include a hyperlink which take the customer to the Builder Direct portal site. In this way, Builder can avoid having to send paper invoice. Okay, so this is, let me say that what is the purpose and why it is important. You can reduce the cost, and similarly the cycle for payment also you can reduce it. The moment you are getting a customer invoice by email, if you have an option on the Builder Direct portal, don't send paper invoice. If you select that, then you will get only electronically. If you uncheck it, you will get both paper as well as electronically. Okay. Go ahead.
Hyperlink. How does it use hyperlink?
See, there are two different ways. If you have an hyperlink, send it to the customer. Customer he has not required to use an www.so-and-so URL.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's nothing but if you get the link, customer the moment he clicks, it goes to that URL. It goes to login page. Give the user ID and password, you will get it. It means you are making life little more easy.
My question is, how does the hyperlink get generated? Is it emailing server will take care of it?
No. What happens is when you have an account,
function module.
It's not function module. It is all your portal. The Builder Direct portal. When you log in, if you have an URL on the portal, okay, that portal will be, some portion will be static.
Yeah.
Some portion will be static, some portion will be indeed a dynamic. Dynamic is particularly the account number.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can send that directly. If the dynamic related, you can ignore. Straight away you can take your URL and add the login page and just send it to the customer. You are not sending any account statement. You just use your URL as well as the login page to customer. Customer simply click it. They will give user ID and password.
Yeah, I was just looking at interview point of view, and second thing is blueprint session point of view.
Okay. But it is a simple, and your developers as well as with the help of portal guys, they will trigger that as a part of the batch job.
Yeah.
Okay. You cannot send it user ID login in after user ID login and passport. Whatever the output comes, that you can directly send it as a part of the batch job. Example: if you are getting an account statement as well as the information, for me, I will get that this is your Bank of America credit card information. This much amount is due for the last account, for the account ending these last 4 digits. Okay.
Yeah.
And below that, you will give login for more details. Below what happens is a Bank of America URL. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But one more thing, what you have to see is, in case if your web portal is having a multiple tabs.
Multiple
Tab.
Okay.
What we are talking about so far on single sign-on, you will have multiple tabs, right?
Yeah.
Products, services, contact us, and updates. Then you want like to make a payment. Make a payment tab will be there. That payment tab is direct into biller direct.
Mm-hmm.
When you click each tab, then your URL will get some suffix.
Yeah.
Isn't it? If you click on the tab, each tab will get suffix. Your static URL will be same.
Yeah. After that.
The only URL extension get changed. So when you send an email to your, when an email gets triggered to your customer, make sure that whatever the URL that comes on the make a payment, that tab has to go to customer.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can directly log into that, and immediately he is not required to click multiple tabs. Straight away it goes to your biller direct portal.
Okay, that depends on the requirement of the business.
It's all business requirement. Some business say that no, we don't want to do any batch. It will leave it, customer knows, we don't have to send any URL. If you just send a reminder that a new account statement is created, your account is updated, go with this, and review the information. The text they will give it to you. Business will give the text.
And also, if the customer wants to receive multiple notifications, okay. The
customer wants to receive multiple, can you repeat? Customer multiple notifications.
Our business wants to give different options. The customer can check, this sort of notifications I wanted to receive. Like, if the total balance is more than so and so, send a notification. And if the balance is, or if the customer has been credited with some amount, send a notification. So, suppose if I'm assuming like 1 month, I have to, based on the check marks given by the customer, he is supposed to receive 6 notifications. Is there any, at different times, but not like this.
It is not a biller, in fact, it is not a biller direct role, it is your FI related. It is not portal, it is your FI related process.
Yeah. But sending and all will be, I think, technical. Right?
Even sending also, what happens is, if you have a trigger, the change control, in the change control tables, you have to trigger. If customer account is so and so changed, put a workflow where it trigger an email or SMS, then it goes to customer. Okay. This notification is, if an account is updated, if the customer is a biller direct customer, then only you do it.
Okay.
Your SMS and email, it can be there even without biller direct. Okay. But what we are talking about is, yeah, that's what I said. But did you use a biller direct? Without biller direct also you can do it, right?
Yeah, we have done that. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. If it's a biller direct, we will do it compulsorily because we are giving it to the customer to log into the portal.
Mm-hmm.
If the customer is not in a portal, you don't have a biller direct at all. Still, you can send it to his regular email. Okay. If it goes to regular email and he doesn't have a biller direct, then what he do it, he'll make a payment by check.
Yeah.
Okay, he'll send it to the logbox. If you have a biller direct, by sending this link, the advantage is customer will log into your portal, it will make payment by credit card and debit card.
Yeah.
Okay. Using a bill direct, if you want to make a check, that you can also give it. Now the question comes: what is the difference between check payment by bill direct and check payment by through logbox? You are saving
check payment
bill direct and check payment by through physical check dropping at logbox. What is the difference?
I think the logbox check deposit will have the matching process will be different in logbox.
No, it's not a matching. It is not matching. No, it's not a matching, it's a residual. The time that will take from mailing a check from you to the business that going to logbox, that time can be saved.
Yeah. That is what called.
The rest of the process is going to be saved. Instead of going to logbox, it goes to bank statement. When you make a payment by check, okay? When you make a payment by,
I think you can save the amounts which is incurred by the logbox, right, by providing the option of.
No, the service. Yeah, I agree. The service provider will take very less. I mean, the logbox service provider will take per transaction cost, but in case of credit card also, they will take a transaction cost. Your, I told you, right? The credit card, the PCI compliance company, they also charge per transaction. It could be varied. It could be varied. PCI compliance, they are making instant payment. They may do a little cents more compared to physical check that you drop to logbox. But what is saving here, having a bill of direct is you can have a payment instantly. You can avoid a physical check, and you can save the postage cost as well as the time that will be taken for mailing a check to logbox and logbox depositing into the bank. Those things are the savings. Other than that, your notification will be there both in bill of direct, with bill of direct, without bill of direct.
So through the bill of direct, it will be like online job, right? That job. That payment information will be put into such a content program, and then will be sent to the bank.
Exactly. No. Bill of direct, we don't do any bad jobs. The bad job is to send account statement to the customers. Who is customer user from bill of direct point of view? What we call them?
Web user.
Correct. Perfect. Excellent. Your web users are your customers.
Yeah.
Okay. So to send a notification to the web user, if you have a bill of direct, the process is pretty quick. That is, you are sending a notification to the customer. If you don't have a bill of direct, then how you have to send invoice? You have to send invoice either to email address, or you have to send a physical invoice. By having a bill of direct, if we notify the customer will simply log into the portal. If they have any queries, he will look into that account statement instantly. Okay, upfront. Sure. If you have any dispute case, they can clear the dispute case. If you want to make payment, they can make the payment.
Yeah, total time of notification and response will be lesser here. Yeah.
That is what all that you are saving. Without bill of direct also business will run, no doubt. All that what you are doing is you are saving a time. If it is a dispute case, if invoice is a dispute, if you don't have a bill of direct, then customer has to call the customer service. He asks to the finance department. He has to tell the invoice related issue. That invoice related issue, the finance team or customer service will create a dispute case. That has to go to appropriate authority, and he will put his comments. Then it goes to the manager. Manager will send back it to the customer service. Customer service will call the web user. Then they said that whether it's a genuine dispute case or not.
Yeah.
This is a dispute process. But if you have a bill of direct, the customer, the moment he look into this statement, from top to bottom, he can see what is his closed items, what is the open items. If you find any dispute, he will just create a dispute case. Then using a workflow, it automatically triggers to the concerned coordinator who will look into the dispute case. See how much time you are saving.
Yeah, right.
If you can save, if you resolve it upfront, you are getting a payment in next day.
Yeah.
Or on the due date. But if you don't have that process, at least it takes minimum 10 to 15 days. I'm talking about minimum. Maximum it could go even a month's time.
Yeah.
So those are the things that you are saving by having a biller direct. Biller direct is not something that you have to keep it as a mandate in the business process. It is only tool. All your collection management, dispute management and biller direct, these are all the additional components that is provided by SAP only from service point of view and not from business process point of view. Business process will work even without this.
Yeah,
okay?
A lot of manual process available for that.
Yeah, that's all that what you do. Even without software also they can do it, right? The business started first, then we got the software, something like that, you know. You are adding the more features to make the business life more easy. And at the same time, you are saving time and cost.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. So you have an emails, you can have an SMS, you can send an hyperlink to that customer email or web user email where where he doesn't require to log in by typing so www. Straight away take to the link and it will open that. Honestly speaking, yours is a good point. Like, you know, if you're sending URL, what is the purpose of the URL? If your IT, that is, if your client IT is fully mature, if your business is also mature, you can straight away log into the account without being checked. Without being a check means without logging and without password. Yeah, I'm getting again echo back here.
Yeah, my 1 second. Yes, sir.
Okay. So what type of formats we can use? We can use text format, HTML format, PDF attachments.
I think the PDF attachment is also similar to the one we do in the configuration, right? Somewhere.
Yes, exactly. We have to convert that as a PDF format. That's there in the corresponding. I think we have seen somewhere in the collection process. We have seen, I think.
Yeah, I remember. I forgot, but
yeah, all that we need to say is it supports all these three formats.
yeah, when we get to the IMG, can we just look at where these are?
Sure, we'll see that. Okay. Now the business process functions in process. Your customer can use this process to carry out the following actions: display open bills, paid bills, credits, payments, and detailed information per payment, example cash discount and deductions. Administrative data in SAP Biller Direct. What it could be? Changing user IDs, resetting the password. Okay. Full and partial payments and clearing, cancel payments, approving bills. So these are the different types of business process available on Biller Direct.
I have one question on the administrative data in SAP Biller Direct. Changing user ID and also password.
Yeah, profiles.
Yeah, profile password. User ID, okay, sometimes they do allow the user ID modification.
Right.
What are the consequences?
Like?
Yeah, are there any conditions, in setting up the changing user
right.
ID?
It's a simple here. If the 3 times if they use the wrong password, it gets blocked. Sometimes they may forget the password. Sometimes they want to reset the password. Sometimes they will have a multiple users. The same web user can log into multiple accounts, right?
Yeah.
Can they do it or not?
Yeah, call center mode they can do it.
It's a call center mode, and second thing is you can log into multiple accounts.
Yeah, but yes, go ahead.
If they have a multiple accounts means if you have a multiple customers and your payer is the same, but for whatever reasons like I'm not sure whether you are aware of in-house cash or not. See, I'll give an example. You have a biller direct in scope, in project scope. You also have in-house cash.
Yeah.
Okay. In in-house cash, what happens? Your subsidiary is in UK, and you have your corporate in US. Can you repeat what the statement I made? The subsidiary company is in UK.
Yes.
Corporate is in US.
Yeah.
Corporate in US and subsidiary in UK. And subsidiary in UK is purchasing some raw materials from different vendors in US.
Yeah, basically the payer will be US company.
No, I'm not talking about biller direct. I'm not talking biller direct. Your project has a biller direct scope as well as in-house cash. Okay. What happens is your subsidiary is in UK, and UK company, UK subsidiary is getting some materials from different suppliers in US.
Okay.
Okay. So instead of UK making a payment to US, the US company will say, I will make payment on behalf of UK.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So instead of UK people log into biller direct portal of your supplier,
Yes,
you will log into your service provider, your supplier's biller direct, then make payment in US dollars in US.
Yeah.
Okay. Your corporate in US is also buying material from suppliers.
Yes.
And your UK is also buying material from different vendors in US.
Yes.
When you are in US, you can make payment on behalf of UK.
The multiple accounts. Yes.
Right. So your supplier is having a biller direct in scope.
So they're having the
Okay. Your supplier is having a biller direct in scope. So when you are corporate, you log in as your US company into your supplier, then make a payment. If you want to make payment on behalf of UK, you log in back with a different account and make payment to the supplier.
Yeah.
And your supplier is having a biller direct portal.
Yeah, I think it's also similar to the sending company and paying company scenario. Right?
Correct. But what happens is, what you do, you will log in into multiple accounts, right?
Yeah.
When you log into multiple accounts, you expect to reset the password for multiple accounts. You need to have administrative settings that from the user point of view.
Is there any point that we're going to touch base with billing consolidation part of the biller direct?
Biller consolidation, you can do it, but what happens is if you have multiple companies, if you want to, if you're asking your supplier to consolidate all the bills and send it to only one person. Okay, that's what the biller consolidation will do. But that's not part of our biller direct. That is very small module.
The only thing is I wanted to know the sub branches of biller direct, like payer direct, biller direct, and then billing consolidation. How do they, if somebody from a project management point of view, somebody calls in, and then I just need to know clearly, billing consolidation is a solution for your issue, and payer direct is a solution for your issue. That's the only idea I wanted.
No, biller direct and biller consolidation are different. Biller consolidation is more about your supplier point of view. From web user point of view is only to make payment.
Yeah.
Okay. See, without biller direct, if you are using certain functional spec and you make a development, you can send a consolidated statement through biller direct also. It's nothing but your work list. Yeah. Okay. Use work list. Okay. Yeah, using work list, you generate the statement and send it to this particular customer.
Okay. Yeah, I think without billing consolidation, only also we can do it.
No, biller consolidation, honestly speaking, it's having a number of features.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you're talking about only consolidating of statements and sending it to the customer, you can do that even using work list.
We have that requirement of consolidating.
Check that. If you don't want to, sorry?
My client has different customers and they wanted to, they are doing the business with the client across multiple business lines. And they wanted to consolidate, receive the consolidated billing.
See, the challenge what you will get is when you make a payment, you are also expecting the system to use the work list.
Yeah.
If your payment information is not having a sufficient information in terms of line item and company code or customer, then you will end up in spending more time in reconciling that.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you have biller direct, then if you have a consolidated biller, you don't have to do it. Okay, if you are biller consolidated, you don't have to do that. It will take care of it. But without that, if you only for a single or small functionalities, if you want to use that module, you are making the situation more complex. Unlike that, if the purpose is only send a consolidated statement and applying the cash, then you can use a worklist functionality. Generating the account statement, you can use worklist. Making a payment also, you can use the worklist. All that what you need to do is the customer, the web user will give sufficient information to clear the open items. Okay, so that will be the challenge. Otherwise, it's not a big deal at all. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm good on this.
Okay. Now, business process. The following objects from SAP Accounts Receivable Accounting or other components are displayed in SAP Biller Direct. Bills can come from different billing component, SD or CRM. Okay? Bills will come from where? It can come either from SD or can CRM, and it could be FI related transaction. What are the FI related transactions?
Clearing of documents.
Sorry?
I can't hear anything.
Your FI invoices, your debit memos, your credit memos, late payment charges, tax related credits, these are all your FI related. Okay? Your credit memos can also be created in SD, that is more of material as well as discounts, but you will also have a credits in FI. And SD documents is typically your billing documents. CRM, you will have more of promotions, promotional discounts. So all the data that is coming from different billing components can be shown on the SAP Biller Direct. Now again say that how it is different. It is different only from your document type and your posting keys if are different, they are different. But the source of information directly from Biller Direct is BSID table. Any questions?
Can you repeat the last statement? Source of?
The source of information can be anything, but for the Biller Direct, it is a BSID table that will show the information.
Yeah, open items.
Yes, it can come from anywhere, but it has to first each FI, then FI to Biller Direct.
Yeah. There is one question, I think it's maybe a little bit relevant or not. Free of charge orders on SD side, I think they do not create any invoice, right?
No, within the invoice it will show separate line item.
Okay.
What you are talking is the bills the source of the bill will be different, but when you are talking about the free of charge and all that the promotional related, it will be there inside the open item. Inside the open item means open item in FI standpoint one invoice, right? One document.
Yeah.
Within the document you have multiple line items. Your free of charge is one of the line item within the open item. Okay?
Yeah.
Give me a second, please. Just give me a second. Sorry for that. Okay, now let's look into the open items. What are the other open items? Items in the customer account of SAP relating to receivable accounting, outstanding receivables, payments made, credit memos, payment on account, down payment, and bills of exchange. See, your open items is nothing but your
outstanding invoices.
FBL5N transaction.
Yeah.
Okay? Your open items is nothing but FBL5N. And they can also have a cleared item if they want to see, they can see. If any of the credit or cash payment made but not tagged to any invoice means that also you can look into that using these open items. Enquiries and complaints. From a customer entered using SAP Biller Direct are stored in the customer's account as text for the original bill or as a dispute case in SAP Dispute Management. Okay, this is a point of the SAP Dispute Management related. We will see that where do you enter the comments in SAP Dispute Management.
The text for the original bill, is it going to be like one of the tab and it will have those invoice item and then what is the text that has been communicated back and forth?
That is the communication.
Okay.
That also you can have that.
The bills and open items, is the bills is like billing documents only from anywhere, SD or CRM? Okay.
Right, but here more we look into the from FI.92 as an open item.
Yeah, I only looked into open item. That is why I was the bills.
Okay, if you are looking to the only open item means one of the function module is not being called.
Yeah, that's what they.
There is a same function module used for open item and clear item. Perhaps they might have not taken. They might have not taken FBL5N with the cleared option or all items option. I'll let you know that the function module names at the end of this Biller Direct session. Okay? Those function modules, certainly you have to change it. They are the standard function module. They are not really that efficient to provide information as business required.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Inquiries and complaints. The complaints or inquiries. Inquiries are typically from your CRM standpoint of text. Complaints is all your dispute cases. You will find some interesting things in Biller Direct and dispute case related integration. We will check that when we go to Biller Direct module. Okay. The address, bank details, control parameters is primarily displayed in master data fields. That's okay. Now, without that, you will not see that which account you are looking into. So that customer may be interested to see that some basic information. And you will also give an option to change the bank data if business is okay to give this access. The reason is, if you want to change, if you want to give an option to the customer to change the bank information on the Biller Direct, then it will have an impact on business partner master data in FSCM, and it will also have an impact in SAP general data payment transaction tab.
Yeah.
Okay.
First, does it impact the customer master data first or business partner master data first?
No, it is all your. See, it's a bidirectional, right? Master data synchronization is a bidirectional.
No. Customer. Okay. Creation of the customer and that will create the business partner. And
see, if you are in the bidirectional, where do you do first is your business call. It is not SAP. It's not a functional consultant call. But you have a settings. If you change in FSCM, it will change in SAP. If you change in SAP ECC 6, it will also impact in functional, the FSCM business partner. Okay, you have a bidirectional setting, that is master data synchronization, which you have seen in initial credit management. Do you remember or not?
Yes, I remember.
So
we have to do the bidirectional setting in order to make the Biller Direct the customer.
That it is not dependent, honestly. It is not dependent. You will not have any business partner role in Biller Direct.
Yeah, the dispute doesn't have and the Biller Direct doesn't have the
dispute management and Biller Direct you will not have business partner, but you will be there in the collection management module. Okay. Now the question is, if you would like to change the customer bank information in the business partner, whether it happens first in FSCM or business partner, it is the business call where they want to hit if the customer makes changes in the Biller Direct. If they want to change in SAP, it also get updated in FSCM business portal. 99.9% my experience is it first get updated in FD02, that is in FI.
Okay.
And second thing is some business they may not like to give access to customers to change their bank data. If they want, they can add it, but they cannot change it.
Yeah, the only thing is I see the scenarios where customer can add new bank details and new credit card details.
Right. You can give the add, but not the change and deletion.
But after a certain period of time, I would like to get to the change and deletion part in the next level. The first level, okay, you mentioned already, it definitely 99% it affects FD02 first. And then
Correct.
automatically it affects the FSCM business partner.
Correct.
What is the standard process of SAP? When
the best practice. Best practice is you don't give any access to the customer to change and delete, but you can add it. The moment it adds in Biller Direct, it will automatically update in, not automatically, it will update first in SAP.
SAP FD02.
Right.
Customer. Okay. Then because we enable that synchronization thing, then it will go on the work with the business partner.
FSCM, correct.
Okay. Okay. I think a business can use the Biller Direct functionality without even having the business partner functionality.
Oh yeah, because it is not directly related.
Yeah, it's like tricky scenario. Some person who wanted to do the negative interview, they can fill on that scenario.
You don't have the roles for dispute management and Biller Direct in FSCM.
Yeah, I remember. The one which is change and deletion, like my credit card is there, or bank account is there. In some cases, like bank debit card number has been changed. So do we have to only call the customer care and update it, or like expiry date it changes, right? It changes after 2 years or something. That sort of details.
Did you see anywhere in FD02 that you will maintain the payment card information? In FI, you don't have any credit card information anywhere. There are two options. The payment card functionality is a part of SD. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the second thing is updating of your credit card information is a part of your Biller Direct. Your Biller Direct has to redirect. See, the moment you log into Biller Direct portal, when you give a credit card information, okay, then system will check first in payment gateway.
Yeah.
Okay. So when it first it will validate in the payment gateway. In the Biller Direct portal, you will have an option add a card. That is the portal functionality. Add a card.
Yes.
If you add a card, it will go and first update in your payment gateway, not anywhere in SAP. Okay. The payment gateway will validate that. Then it will go to your PCI compliance credit card service provider. Okay. So that's the reason you will not provide any credit card information in SAP system. You will not maintain it all.
But we do have some tokenization functionality in the back end somewhere, right? With the tokenization functionality, tokenization.
What tokenization? That is in the three digits that you see on the back.
That is security code. I'm talking about the credit card number will be given to the payment gateway, and then somehow this credit card number will be marked into some other number.
Got it. I understand that. You see that tokenization or marking, that is called, it is masking. Masking.
Yes,
yes. That masking is, that will be done in the payment gateway through using some logics. That is also not maintained in the Biller Direct. That is also not maintained in SAP. It could be the payment gateway or the PCI compliance people, they may do it, but we would not do that masking. Even within the business, there are some people who are more and more what we call experienced and confidential. They are also given only some access, but not all the access to see the credit card information.
Yeah, definitely.
If they see the credit card number, they cannot see the first name and last name. If they see the first name and last number, they will not be given 16-digit credit number. If they give 16 digits, they will truncate, they will mask all the first 12 digits or so. Okay? That we will not maintain. It will be maintained by payment gateway or PCI compliance, but not within the bill of direct functionality.
So no credit card information goes back to the SAP.
No, it will not. It will not. But in the payment card process, that is not within the bill of direct or FSCM. There is a functionality called payment card.
Yeah.
That payment card functionality will be used through SD and PCI complex companies. You can purchase by giving credit card information to them, and they will process the payment. Okay, but that validation happens in the back end. The one who is giving a credit card information, he would not be knowing it whether it will process a correct information or not. Okay, but that is not part of our bill of direct. The payment card is something different. Any questions here?
I'm good. The only thing is I just need to know. I'm just trying to know, like, this functionality will happen in PCI, this functionality will happen in bill of direct side, this functionality will happen in SAP. So that
whatever the functionalities I'm giving it to you, these are within the SAP system.
Yeah.
SAP bill of direct, SAP bill of direct. But from interview point of view, you can say that this is how it happens. When you log into the bill of direct portal, it will, on the bottom you have a couple of other tabs. The other tabs is make a payment. You click on the make a payment, it goes to different page. On the page you will have a drop down boxes. Credit card, debit card, as you said, a check. If you want, you can check select. Then you give the additional credit card number. You click it, then it redirects to your payment gateway, which you will not be seeing it. From the payment gateway, it goes to PCI compliance. That also you will not see it. Up to selection of the open items, make a payment is only your bill of direct functionality. It means with the next screen you will get it. You will have open invoices. As well as open invoices, you will have checkbox. See that which checkboxes you will select it. The system will makes the total on the bottom, and when you click on the make payment, it will come up with a pop-up. Would you like to make payment? Say yes. Then it goes to your different page. Okay. Once it goes to different page, it is not your control. All that what happens is you will ask. You have to see that. Please wait. Your payment is in progress. Either when you are testing it, you are testing as a web user, right?
Yeah, definitely.
When you're using a web user, all that what you see is you see the same thing that what customer is supposed to see. The moment you select the open items, click make a payment, then you will get a message, please wait while your payment is in progress. That message will be shown by your portal guide. It is not SAP. Here you have to use the word called active messages and passing the messages. Then you also will have, like, some terminology what they call is in the portal. There is a word what they are using, I don't remember. Portal guys, they say that page display. The page will be displayed, what will be displayed, what message to be there. So active messages will be there, and while the message is active, some actions takes place. Okay. So that action what it takes place is, it is contacting the payment gateway. Payment gateway validates the data. It sends the data to PCI compliance. It has to get the information back to portal stating that your payment is success. Okay. But once you select all your invoices, click the make payment, then you give the credit card information, you select the drop down credit card information, then you click make payment, then you will not see anything from bill of direct and no action will take place in bill of direct. Everything goes outside the bill of direct.
It's all okay. The backend process is by portal function calling the.
It's not right. When you send the message, sending the message is the call of whom? Portal. It's the portal guy. Okay. See the process. Okay. Let me explain this step by step. I think it will be clear to you. Actually, I want to show that in the next step. But anyway, when you ask the question, let me clarify. When you log into the bill of direct, what system will show?
The SAP
open bills.
Open bills.
Okay. Open bills as well as your open credits. Credits can be your payments or credit memos.
Yeah.
You will perform two functions. One is, if you want to do a clear, you tag your credit and debit, you clear it.
Yeah.
If you want to make a payment, select the open items and click the make payment.
Yeah.
The moment you click the payment, it is the web user bill direct functionality. Then it goes next page. When you click on the make payment, the portal guy will put a link under the tab. The moment you click the tab, it goes to different URL in the backend and it goes to payment gateway.
Mm-hmm.
The payment gateway validates the credit card information and sends the message to PCI compliance service provider. He will get the payment and send back the confirmation to biller direct stating that your payment is success. Thank you for your payment.
Mm-hmm.
What are the message? That business will tell that, okay, this is the message that will be shown.
Yeah.
Sometimes they also ask you, don't click on the back page. That message, if you want, if you want to show that also, that you can show it.
Mm.
Okay, don't click on refresh or back page. Okay, so this is the flow. Okay, now in the backend, what happens?
The portal will send a message to the.
No, portal will not send any message. Portal will display the message to the web user.
Yeah.
Okay, now the user will have an option either sign out or to go for some other functionality. Okay, now let us see the business process. Log on with any questions?
No.
Okay. Okay, on the left side, open bills, paid bills, display open items. There you will have a create payment advice, credits, payment, administrative data, display payment advice, balance confirmation, balance and line items. So when you log into Biller Direct, you will be able to see all these. You know how to create a payment advice, right? Using FBE1.
No, FBE1 is. But for that invoice, we are creating a payment advice, right? For some
no, you will not create any payment advice in SAP. Payment advice is created manually in case of manual incoming payment, or you want to process manual incoming payment to post automatically. There are some business in FI where they'll get the different checks and you don't have a lockbox, but they don't want to go each and every line item and make posting incoming payment using F-28. Okay? The F-28 process can also be automated. If you keep everything on Excel, you update, you upload that file, you use the payment advices. Okay? That is the manual payment advices. Your logbox also will create payment advices. Your electronic bank statement will create payment advice. Your biller date will also create payment advices. Okay, that is, the process is the same, it is only the back end. Okay, when the payment is made and the payment is issued from the bank, then the payment advice will be created in the back end. But you can see that payment advice. After the back end payment advice created, if you want to give access to the customer, you will be able to see that payment advice.
Okay.
Credits and payments, those are also can be seen, and administrative data as discussed. And the display, when you create it, you can also see the display payment advice. You can see the balance confirmation. If you want to send to the customer, you can send it. And balance and line items also the customer can see.
Yeah.
These are the SAP Biller Direct business process. Any questions?
Okay, maximum how many tabs can be shown to the web user? That's one of the questions I faced.
It's a good point. There are two different ways. See, the tabs which are there at the top, it can be in line with your single sign-on team. Okay?
Okay.
All these things generally will be decided by your portal and log, your portal guy and single sign-on team. There can be as many as. More you have, then more scroll bar will be moving too fast. I mean, the scroll bar action will be more. You have to drag, you have to scroll it towards right, you have to scroll it towards left. So, when you do it, that's what I told initially. Branding. You remember the word term I used, the branding?
Yes.
The branding team, you have a separate team called branding. Remember, there is a separate team called branding. That is tagged to your single sign-on or web, that's called portal team, not SAP portal. Overall business portal team, it is tagged to them. When you make change anywhere in the portal, you have to talk to them. They will tell you the size, the shape of the box, and background color, for background, foreground colors, and all these things, the character size and type, they will decide it. Okay. At the time, you see, you have to, your portal guy, you will tell that if you have these many tabs, then customer will have a pain to scroll towards right side. Perhaps he may not like it. Okay. So that's the reason you may have 6 or 7, not more than that.
But like 6 tabs in one row and then 6 tabs in the second row.
That also you can do that. That also you can do it. But more information you provide to the customer, more painful is the life.
But from the FCM settings, if I read the FCM document, there are some, like, based on the check marks, you can do up to some 23 tabs or something. But if there is a customization, I think you can display as much as, right? There is no specific conflict.
But I told you, right? The pain, where the pain is.
Yeah, display or branding point of usability.
They have to scroll. Customers have to scroll.
Yeah, back and forth.
Yeah, that is the pain. Otherwise, it is no limitation. Okay.
Yeah.
Now these are the tabs. How business process you can see here. Open items, credits, paid bills, payments, administrative data. So these are the tabs that you give. Now where you get this? You will get under bill of direct payment. Okay. So it is not like it is not available on the main portal page. When you click on the make payment, when it redirects to bill of direct portal, then only you will see that.
Yeah.
Remember, in some of the, see, this is standard SAP provided, but in most of the cases, they don't see on the top, they may see the vertical on the left side.
Also in the horizontal.
Right. So this is in the horizontal, but perhaps some of the business, they say they prefer to have the vertical. The reason is, when you go for branding, on the top, they say that they want to have their own web page services should be displayed on the top.
Yeah.
And your bill, at the moment you click on the bill of direct, all these what are the tabs it has shown, they said they want to see one after another vertical.
That functionality, okay, if the
Portal will take it. Portal will take it.
Okay.
And each tab will have some actions. Those actions will tell you whether it has to go to SAP or whether it has to go to payment gateway.
Yeah.
That will be written by the portal guy. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll stop here today and we'll continue from tomorrow from this slide onwards. Any questions? Or you want me to complete this page? Because each tab will have a separate slide.
Yeah, I know.
Each tab will have open bills, credits, and paid bills, payments, administrative data, FAQ, logon. Again, the FAQ is another thing which we need to discuss at least 5-10 minutes. FAQ.
Yeah.
Okay, let me complete at least. Let me complete the FAQ on first. See, FAQ is something that has to change based on the language.
Yeah.
First thing. Second thing is it's SAP standard provided FAQ is there, but that may or may not be sufficient. Then you have to change that FAQ after talking to business. Take a dump of all the FAQs that SAP provided, give it to the business, ask them to look into it. If they would like to add that you add it on that FAQ. And the challenging for FAQ is it is a language dependent.
Yeah.
The moment your customer is in a different language, then it has to change the different language. Another challenge what you get is a translation. You may or may not have the translators, then you have to look into that help of the translators, or you will translate it using your web browser. Sorry, not web, Google. Using the Google, you convert that into the language and give it to the business. Okay, this is what we understood that your standard FAQs, and let them review by someone. We put it again. It is not your job. The job is of whom? Portal guy. No, portal. From technical standpoint, it is portal, and from the business point, who has to validate it, and you have to test it in each system. And what you do is you see the language, you see the scripting, you see the characters, and you see the sequence, and each FAQ is hyperlinked. Why it is hyperlinked? If there are 12, on the top you will give all the questions. Okay. If you have if you click on the question, the explanation will go in the bottom. Okay. So that is an FAQ that which you have to get it from the business. And it is your duty. It is not portal duty. It is your duty. Get it and read it and give it to the business. Get them in a different language and then send it to portal. The portal will take care of redirecting it appropriate questions whenever they click it by the business. Go ahead.
Okay, I took a Germany language. Okay, double bytes supported. Double bytes. Is it? I think we have the functionality in SAP. For a different language, when you have Chinese, you can take more than double bytes. Supporting. Does it support?
It will support, but the thing is, when you log into, there are two different ways. When you log into SAP, you log in itself as in a Chinese language.
Yeah.
Okay, but this Billard portal, what happens is, you may log in a different language, but the customer will want to see in a different language. Because your customers in a different country, it could be in a different country, right? To different users.
But okay, how does it will be determined based on the customer market data preference?
No, that is a question I'm expecting from you. Good point. So what happens is, when you log into the Billard portal, you will give an option. Choose your language.
Yeah, on the website itself, I think. Yeah. Sorry.
Correct. The moment you choose the language,
yeah, please
go ahead.
I was looking at German universities long back, and then they have like English, German, and some other plans.
Okay. The language will be, you will be there on the top. They will ask you that, select the language. As I told you in the past, you will not take a pain after translating this, because you are adding your functionality to the existing portal. So this might have been taken care by other pages on the website. They already taken that. So they have that a team of people who do the translation, how to incorporate that. Take their help, and ask your portal guy to coordinate with them. They will do it. All that what you have to do is you have to test it. Okay, whether the right language is selected, the right language is displayed or not. And sometimes business says that no, it's not right term. There is a difference in the wording, difference in the spacing. Those things will come. You will be spending more time unnecessarily on the petty things, because it's not going to do any value add. So that's the reason. Keep your portal guy at business. Ask them to coordinate and close it. You don't land up in the doing that end-to-end coordination.
You can make it as much as complex, I think.
If you want to spend more time on the project, if you want to drag it, then you interfere then.
Yeah, you have to do sometimes for sure.
Yeah, till you get another chance, you can enjoy that. That's what I said. The Billard Direct project will never go on time because of these reasons.
No, I wanted to get that kind of project.
You will get it, yeah. You'll get it. See, Billard Direct is never ending. They keep coming. They keep coming, because you will go for rollout. Then you have to add certain functionalities. Where maintenance point of view, you have to use a lot of activities. If you have multiple customers in different countries, different currencies, and there are a lot of things that will come. That's the reason. Go ahead.
I wanted to know, did you experience any time the functionality implemented by high radius and then bad input from them?
Well, high radius is exclusively to FSCM. What they did, they took into small, the small area. They look into a small piece of work and they want to become an expert. But high radius don't land up in, don't go into the high radius mode. The reason is my experience. I was not with high radius. These guys, they approached me. Whatever the changes that you are looking into SAP, they are going to incorporate in the next version. From EHP1 to EHP2, you see some functionalities. EHP to EHP3, EHP to EHP4. My client, when they were there on EHP3, they have added so many Z custom programs and they added so many Z functionalities. SAP itself provided in the next upgrade, many of them. Now what you did, you started doing the rework.
Yeah.
When you apply that EHP, then you have to see that which are getting impacted, which are not getting impacted.
Yeah.
Which you have, which Z programs you have to withdraw.
Yeah, they sell it as each and every time, whatever they find some gap, they make it as product. So
Correct.
if you are in a position to do a job to correct the mistakes done by high radius or so,
correct.
That is what I'm looking at.
When you go for high radius, what these guys they do, high radius, I will customize it, I will give it to you, I'll give that, and you don't have to depend on SAP, I will give it. Okay, the next time SAP itself will release, then
the problem comes.
Right. So high radius. Right. In case when you go for high radius, go as an implementation team, but not for product changes. I don't say the product changes, enhancing the product. Don't go in the product enhancement team. Go as an implementation team.
I'm expecting to get into the shoes of correcting the high radius.
It all depends. Yeah. If you're looking for learning all the modules, and again these guys they are only into credit, collection, dispute, and bill direct. They are not into other products of in-house cash, treasury and risk management, and bank communication management. They are not into that because they can do nothing. They can do nothing in that.
Yeah, do you have the hands-on for bank analyzer?
Bank analyzer, no. Bank analyzer is a part of your banking module.
Yeah.
I'm talking about bank communication, which is FSCM. But bank analyzer, if you want to see, I need to implement all the banking module. Otherwise, you cannot see the bank analyzer.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Your risk analyzer, bank analyzer, part of your financial services.
It's only banking and treasury. Are we mixing?
No. In FSCM, you have a treasury and risk management, bank communication, in-house cash.
It is banking
and cash and liquidity management. These are all the modules of FSCM.
Yeah.
If you're talking about bank analyzer, then you will not get system at all, first of all, to do justification of the bank analyzer.
Yeah.
Bank analyzer is just an industry-specific solution, SAP banking, IS banking.
Okay.
So if you don't have IS banking, you can't see the bank analyzer. What I'm talking is a bank communication management.
Yeah, BCM.
Yeah, BCM, that bank communication BCM, and which is really goes well with the in-house cash. There I have an expertise in the in-house cash and bank communication management. But you are talking about bank analyzer and industry-specific solution, you should know the fundamentals of banking.
Yeah.
Banking functionalities, you know that.
BCM, isn't it like all things like interfacing with the bank interface? Those are all put together in the BCM?
It is true. It is the bank communication, but it is more mapping your data with the Swift. Swift servers will be there. Society Worldwide Information Telecommunication. That is for international banking. It will be there. You can reduce your payments and incoming payments as well as an outgoing payments files that is transmitted to banks. That you can minimize the cost if you have a huge data that you are exchanging with the banks. Okay.